Welcome back again to Strongman Personal Finance. I'm your host, Strongman. Ooh, see that? See that? Got some blood drawn. I'm your host, Strongman, anyway. And today, I'm answering another question from one of my subscribers, my dear subscribers, who need to send me more emails and ask me more questions so I can make more content and answer anything that you want to know about. So this person, he said, "Hello, Mr. Bell. What are your thoughts on which degree to major in and why? Accounting or engineering? You could do mechanical, electrical, computer, or computer science. Thanks." Well, let me tell you what, buddy. This is really easy to answer. It's all about what actually interests you. Now, when I was younger, I kind of denied what I was interested in. I was introverted, I was really good at math, and I really liked money. Now, I like to, learning about stocks and bonds and just everything to do with money and investing. Now, if you saw somebody that had those interests, you would say, wow, that guy's probably a good fit for accounting. But what did I do? I went and became an infantry officer in the Army, and then I became a financial advisor, which is like an extroverted salesmanship job. And I didn't like either of them, okay? And I finally found the job that matched my temperament and personality. Now, it all depends on what you like. So what I recommend you do, I don't know how old you are, but if you're just about to go to college, or even if you're in high school, why don't you take some classes that are related to each one of those subjects and see what you actually have a knack for? Because you may be really smart and good at accounting, but if it really bores you to tears and you want to rip your hair out, it might not be a good degree for the long term if you want to have a career in accounting. But if you like to tinker with stuff and see how lights work and maybe tear apart toys to see how the mechanics works, well, maybe you're more suited for engineering. Maybe you have a passion for building stuff. Or even maybe you like to do crap on the computer. Do you like to code? Do you like to do HTML, format websites? It all depends on what you like, but you need to sample each one of those fields, because even though they are all lucrative, or they can be if you do it right, you don't know what you're going to enjoy. And if you do something that is lucrative but you hate it, you're not going to last. It doesn't matter how well they pay you. If you're freaking miserable, you're going to hate your life. So sample each one, preferably in high school, but definitely in college, because, the first 2 years of college, hopefully you're going to a, affordable college. You're not going into massive debt, but you can take intro level classes, and, you can watch YouTube videos about them and all sorts of stuff. You can kind of get a feel for what the job is like. And, maybe you can just email an engineer, maybe talk to one of your professors and see, hey, did you work in the private sector? Can you tell me about the job? And then you need to look at your personality. I would imagine if you're an engineer, you don't have to be extroverted, but you're going to be dealing with other people and working on projects together. Whereas in accounting, it really depends. My current job, I don't really have to work with anybody. I have my task, I knock it out, and that's it. And I like that because I don't really have to deal with anybody, and I can sit in my home and do accounting. Whereas engineering, I assume you probably have to go into work. So you need to consider that too. So you need to consider what your personality is. You need to actually go test the job out. You can walk up to a professor and ask them about it, or see if you can somehow find a way to shadow somebody for a couple of days and see if you like it. Okay. Sample the classes in your college or high school. So you're looking at the correct degrees, which is good, because no matter what anybody tells you, you need to have good compensation and hopefully live in a low cost of living area. And if you don't, then try to cut your expenses as much as possible. You need that initial job with high compensation to start building your wealth. Because if you have a job, let's say you're a teacher or something, and you take out loans, and then you graduate, and then you're a teacher making $35, $40 a year. Well, even if you're extremely frugal, you're going to have a hard time building up the income and setting it aside to invest for your future. Whereas if you're an engineer or a computer programmer, or you're, an accountant and you get your CPA, you're going to be making a lot more money. And if two people are both frugal, but one makes way more and has way less bills, they're going to be able to save a lot more money to be able to deploy that money into investments, or maybe starting their own business or whatever. So you're looking at the right career fields. You just need to figure out what works for you. And don't deny what you know. Don't deny who you are, because if you deny that, and you just chase things that are lucrative, like I'm sure computer programming pays more than accounting, but I don't have any interest in computer programming. It goes for medicine. I don't give a crap about science. I have zero interest in science. I like numbers and I like money. And the best job for me, especially since I'm introverted, is to be a freaking accountant. And by denying that, for all those years, I hated my life. And now finally, I found a job that I actually enjoy. So please, if you don't deny who you are, as long as you don't do a stupid degree that's not going to pay money, okay? You need to pick something that is lucrative and something that kind of matches your personality. So I hope that helps. And if you're completely lost, you don't know, maybe just consider doing the military. Do a tour in the military. You have time to grow up and explore more of your interests. And then when you get out of the military, you can go to college for free. That's always a backup if you don't know what you're doing. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully that helped. Let me know what you thought. Like, subscribe, share the video, and have a wonderful day.